long does it take to sort of get an idea what your case is worth and where it may ultimately go in terms of resolving or going to trial is a question we get all the time. It seems that that's an early question when somebody comes to me with an accident or an injury and we evaluate it. They say, well, okay, so when will it resolve? How long will it take? And that's a very varied question. But the easy answer to the question is any attorney that's telling you that something's going to happen really fast is not telling you the truth, because any injury, the first thing we want to know about an injury is its permanency, how you recover from it. So there's no way for me to know what a true value of your injury is when you come to me the first week or 2 weeks after a case. We would need to know how you recover from that injury, because if you recover really well, then the injury might have a lower value. And if you unfortunately do not recover really well, then the injury probably has a higher value. How would we know that? Just like how would a doctor know what your prognosis is in the first 2 or 3 weeks of a case? We would want to wait 3 months, 6 months, maybe even 9 months, depending on the type of injury. They're all very different, before we would have a really good sense, just like a doctor. This is where we think your injury is, and therefore now we have an idea of what the value of your injury is. So in almost every case, it's prudent for a lawyer, and the lawyer really should tell a client, and the client should know, hey, we really couldn't tell you that answer right away because we don't have that complete picture in terms of valuation of your injury. Once we have that, then we have a better idea of the length of the case and what might happen. And of course, that has a number of other variables to it in complexity. Who are the defendants? What county is the case in? How complex is the litigation itself? How vigorously defended is it going to be? Like, for example, medical malpractice cases are 100% of the time vigorously defended, 100%. So I don't care how clear a medical malpractice case is. It almost never is settled early on. It's just not the nature of those cases, because physicians are the defendants and they have a say in whether a case should settle or not. So it's all very different, but they all start out with the premise of, how do I give you a legal diagnosis without knowing a complete picture? Oftentimes that legal diagnosis picture takes a little time.